Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's Reading Comics. This week's episode 176, and we get to talk about Batman, Volume 5, Dark City. As always, tell your friends, your family, anyone who wants to listen to two idiots talk about comics. You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. As always, you can listen to us anywhere you get your podcasts. And as always, let's get into it.
And welcome to the Best Damn Book Club on the internet. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's Davis Crocker. And today, you'll get to watch us squint the entire
Yeah,
time.
because apparently it's the end of October.
Yeah.
It's 80-some degrees out here.
That's what I'm mostly mad at. The sun is
just
the sun.
the sun's one thing, but it's like 80.
The past 3 weeks, it's been 75
it's 82.
degrees.
It's 82 degrees today.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get down to 28 on Wednesday up here.
Good.
So, which would have been nice for the day. We could actually been in kind of maybe some sweatshirts and pants and enjoying ourselves, but instead we get to roast
Yeah.
because we're too lazy to set the room up.
Yeah, Davis hasn't
We've
seen
committed
his
to
kid.
the bit.
Davis hasn't seen his kid in a while, and I was like, why are we going to waste time doing all that? Let me just get out of y'all's hair as quick as possible. I can go do things I want to do. Y'all can be a family. And then it just completely backfired because this volume is way too long.
It is. Geez,
There's a
I'm
reason why we
already
don't.
I'm already a slow reader,
Yeah, same.
but I started this at like 8 o'clock this morning. And then with having to
Same.
change him and take care of him and
Yeah.
get the house in order for us today, it's like, okay, well, I guess it'll take me about 5 hours to read this bitch.
Yeah. When you look at it,
No, I knew
it's
it was
just
at,
sitting
yeah,
there.
because I turned game day on. That's when game day started, and I've been reading since 8
Yeah.
o'clock.
No. When you look at it though, it's just like this is split into 4-issue parts. Why didn't they just make 3 volumes?
3 volumes. Well, I would say
Because
that
each one, the last one was like double the size of a normal issue, so it wouldn't have
Yeah.
been a size thing.
no, because the last issue and all of them were longer,
We're all like
30,
40,
maybe. Yeah,
30 to
maybe,
40
yeah.
pages.
I guess I bet you that was a thought at one point,
Yeah,
but to have broken up your first half where Batman falls
yeah.
to the Riddler for the first time.
Mhm.
Well, I guess it's actually the second time technically. Before 0 year starts.
Yeah.
Um,
When he's on the air balloon with
Yeah.
Dr. Death.
you kind of, it's such a you jump from that to the tie-in of like, oh, he wakes up in 0 year.
Yeah.
I don't know, that first half really couldn't hold its. To me, it really doesn't hold its own weight as if you broke it up to a volume of your own.
I don't know. I mean, Dr. Death is an interesting character.
He is. I
And
wish
it
they.
does
I
seem
mean,
like
I
a
wish they had
perfect
delved a
cliffhanger.
little bit more into that.
Yeah,
Which it did. It was a good cliffhanger if you had stopped it right there,
yeah. I'll tell you what though, I could watch Greg Capullo draw Batman forever.
dude. This
And
is.
whoever does the colors on this, I fucking love them
Well,
too.
let's hit it. We got our Scott Snyder's writer, penciler Greg Capullo, inker Danny Mickey, which the ink in this is the green, the purples.
Well, that's colors.
What's the ink? Oh, he just applies. There we go.
Yeah.
Colorist FCO Placiencia.
Yeah.
Letterers Steve Wands and Nick Napolitano. And cover arts by Greg Capullo, Danny Mickey, and FCO Placencia.
Yeah.
And Batman created by the great Bob Kane.
With Bill Finger.
They didn't credit him in this
was right before
one.
they
Writing
started.
all that stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean,
This
Scott Snyder Batman, it's
Yeah.
good.
This is probably one of my favorite Batman outfits. Once 0 year starts.
Oh, with the sleeveless.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know it's not really a suit. It's
Yeah.
just an outfit that he's wearing.
Mm.
But
And no
for
cape.
some reason, it just looks.
Yeah.
It looks clean. It looks elegant. It just looks nice.
Did
The
you
purple
catch
gloves. The purple gloves are
paying
are fun.
homage to very Detective Comics number 27, the very first appearance
Uh-uh.
when he had purple gloves.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Is that the whole purple gloves thing?
Mhm.
Okay. Because he wears purple gloves even in the start of the volume.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because
the
it's
whole
supposed
time.
to be Batman's first
detective,
year.
yeah.
So.
Well, the first before it's not really his first year. What is his first? Yeah, the
Yeah,
whole
let's say
thing. Yeah,
that's
the
when
whole
he comes
thing's
back
been.
to
Its,
Gotham.
yeah. I'm just trying to find his suit in the first half with Dr. Death, and it's of course being slow now.
Yeah.
But the purple's a nice touch. I like
Oh,
it. I like the. I mean, I guess we growing up in the DC animated or
Yeah.
Batman, it was blues or no, he was all black and gray, right?
And it depends on which iteration. There are eras where it's navy and gray.
Yeah, I remember some navies.
And then there's definitely Justice League Unlimited was definitely black and gray.
Black and gray. I remember there being like a dark blue
Yeah.
at some point. Was that the navy? Or it wasn't
I
really
wanna
navy.
say-
It was like a lighter, like almost like your shirt blue.
Oh, that was probably closer to Adam West Batman. And then they've mixed that suit in every.
That's right. That's right. Dude, Dr. Death, good Lord, that's
Yeah.
fucking terrifying.
Mm.
Like, just imagine you get hit and your bones just
Yeah.
keep growing and
Fucking-
growing and growing. Like, you know, like,
If they perfected, that would be some crazy ass shit.
yeah. But your shins from football have weird, like, lumps on them. Like, it's your bone's not really flat. Like, you can feel, like, ridges.
Yeah, but I didn't think that was just from football.
Well, I thought it was just from football. Getting hit in the shins, getting cut blocked, getting, like,
I think
bone
we would notice
bruises.
if our bones like.
Well, it's
chipped
like
off.
bone. It's not chipping off. It's like bone bruises almost, and it's hardened, and that's how like UFC fighters can kick the ever living
Oh,
shit
so that's
out
like
of
a
you.
real thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it's
did not know that.
but it's your own. It's your own body, like
Doing it to a lesser
slowly and
extent.
slowly.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't. Like he's wanting it where if you get shot, your body instantly reacts to a bullet.
I'd imagine I'd have a ton on my forearm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's like because like UFC fighters, they take a metal rod and
Uh-huh.
just run it down your shins, just every day, like
Fuck
all
that.
the time. Yeah.
Oh.
To strengthen, to pretty much kill the nerves in your leg,
Uh-huh.
and then also strengthen your bones so you can kick the
Fuck
shit out of
that.
people and not break your leg.
No, I'm
Sometimes.
good.
Some dudes kick and your leg just goes flopsy.
Those
Yeah,
are
that
the
was
worst.
disgusting.
Those are the worst
so
videos on the
disgusting.
internet. R.I.P.
I
Anderson
can't.
Silver.
I can't.
He's not dead, but
No,
he was my
but
favorite.
his leg pretty much is dead.
Yeah. Now he's having to do YouTube fights for
Jesus.
money. But
That
yeah,
YouTube fighting shit is getting big.
it's so annoying.
But
man.
I mean, it's just a bunch of amateurs just beating
And
the
now
shit out of
after
each
what
other.
happened with whatever the Diaz brother with one of the Logan Paul
Yeah,
brothers or whatever, yeah, I'm pretty sure all that shit's rigged.
I would imagine.
Because
I
no
mean,
way a
it's-
Diaz brother doesn't go there and just rip his head off.
Right.
And he's like, no, I was fucking around trying to show how much I beat him, and then you lose by decision.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
you don't.
no,
you
you're
did. You
fucking-
don't. If you're going around screwing around like
They're
you can
paying
beat
you
him, then you
extra.
don't.
Yeah.
You don't lose by decision. You lose by accidentally getting knocked out
Yeah,
or
it's like
breaking something.
Either
or,
you or your brother, I can't remember which one, had the UFC has that badass motherfucker belt,
yeah,
where it's just like, here's two really tough dudes from different divisions. We'll have them fight at a catch weight, and they have that, and one of them was like the first ever winner of it, I think. And it's just like, yeah, and then y'all went and lost to a YouTuber
right.
in a fucking boxing match.
Yeah, you've gotten like when it started, it kind of seemed like all right, cool. They're just gonna go knock each other around a little bit. It's gonna
Yeah.
be funny. And now I guess because of so much money involved, it's like,
Yeah.
How real are y'all putting into that? Like how much extra is being involved to push so and so's win over your win,
Yeah.
and it
Not to mention
almost turning it almost into the new wrestling idea.
fucking that's a lot of UFC fighters. They're easy targets because I forget what their revenue share is. I think it's only 16% or something like
Yeah.
that, maybe 36%. Whereas like most major sports league is 50% or more,
Jeez.
and UFC is probably one of the highest grossing sports leagues in the country right now.
Fuck, that's insane.
Yeah.
But jeez, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine getting that kind of shit.
But yeah, Batman. Interesting way to start him off in a new origin story.
Yeah, I remember I saw something that I thought went against the original grain, but I think they fixed it.
What was that?
I thought it said at first I thought it was gonna have something to do with his father, with his parents dying,
Oh,
but maybe that wasn't it. Oh, Gordon. Is he divorced to his? Does
he's
he have
separated.
2 children?
Yeah.
In normal, like even before this, he had 2
Mhm.
children. I only
His,
remember Barbara.
His son in some story arc goes crazy and becomes a villain.
Okay.
The writers are not very nice to Jim Gordon.
No, they're not.
It's almost
They-
as bad as Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's almost like Jim is like, no, he's going to take all the brunt of the real life
Yeah.
shit. He's going to take divorce.
Mhm.
He's going to take fights with his children.
Yeah.
Bruce just gets to flounce around the money and get the
I
ass
mean,
beat out of him.
What happened to Barbara in Killing Joke?
Oh,
And then, yeah, his son
God.
becomes a villain at some point.
Dude, how about the fight in Dog Pit? How Gordon got introduced
Yeah.
to the crime of,
That
like,
was
to the
kinda-
shithole of Gotham. Like, geez.
Like, even for Gotham, I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
And then they sent his daughter a pit bull puppy.
Fuck. It's like I know what they meant.
Yeah.
It's like fucking hell, man. Jim, like you're saying, Jim's like Batman's like, okay, yeah, my parents died when I was young. I went on
Uh-huh.
these weird crusades. Went crazy for a little bit, but Jim's is like, oh no, it's
I
gonna
wish they
touch
would've
your family.
Dove more into that nomadic tribe they, like, talked
Yeah,
about twice.
they made a big thing about that, about the Tokyo Moon.
Yeah.
It was definitely Dr. Death's son that went to go find
Yeah.
Bruce, but it was just like, even once he was saying it to Bruce, Bruce was
Uh-huh.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, Bruce didn't even understand what was
Well,
happening.
The thing about Batman is all his villains have to somehow tie back to him.
I know, which this one to me was almost like they almost tied too much back to Bruce, where the villains are smart enough to go, oh, well, you're Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Like,
You would think.
like this one was really, like, on the nose of, like, oh, well, you're doing shit that I, like, kind of forced Bruce Wayne into admitting
Yeah.
and shit. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then
It's like Jim. You know, Jim knows, right?
he has to know.
Jim knows, right? I mean, for fuck's sake.
I mean, he's a detective.
For fuck's sake. And even in,
Um,
like normal comics, do you think Jim's always known, he just plays it off? Or do you think sometimes he really has no clue?
It depends. I mean, they also do, like, the thing where he programmed in the last volume.
Yeah, did the night
where he
vision stuff.
programmed the night vision stuff.
I mean, yes, I get that to get the normal people.
Yeah.
But, like, Jim, like, confessing to Batman, and all of a sudden the next day Bruce shows up with a trench coat.
Yeah.
Or the next couple of days there's a new trench coat for Jim. It's
Yeah.
like, did Batman tell you?
Yeah.
It's like, no,
Um,
you told me and I told myself.
hmm But no, the way Dr. Death, the way I see it, what they were going for, is because it's always. I listened to Scott Snyder talk in an interview. He's like, Batman villains are always a reflection of Batman. So Dr. Death was like, if you pay attention during that 4-issue thing, Alfred's trying to tell him, they call him the Kisses from Gotham or whatever.
Correct.
And he's always having to get stitched up.
Yeah.
And he's like, Alfred's there to always stitch him up. And then Dr. Death is like, no, there's no one going to be there because of
Oh,
the whole,
because, like the
uh,
Tokyo Moon.
Tokyo Moon thing and his son. He's like, no one's there
Like,
to
yeah,
protect
love
you.
is supposed to protect you.
And
yeah,
I'm physically having to trying to create a thing to where as soon as I get hit,
I protect
it
myself.
protects myself. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
All right, yeah,
you think
I
about it
like
like
it.
that.
I like it. I did like this one too because you got more of a detective. Like you went,
Oh,
he went
yeah.
deep detective early on. Because I mean, damn, the Riddler. Whew,
Yeah.
man, he went hard in this one.
Mhm.
Wasn't a big fan of the way the end was. It's like, oh well, I'm controlling it by this electrode on my chest.
Yeah, that was
I was like, really? That's
landing a plane has got to be a hard thing to do.
oh, I'm sure. It, like how I would have written it out,
Yeah.
not a freaking clue.
No.
But it's just like you get to it, it's like, oh yeah, the final challenge is on my chest. It's like,
hmm
so all I have to do is just
Oh, look at that conveniently placed EMP or like
yeah.
electrical pad thing.
But the way Riddler was in this also seemed like his
He also
his
wanted someone to
challenges,
step
yeah,
up,
like
yeah.
his challenges were like, beat me.
Yeah.
Like if you beat
Mhm.
me, you win. Like beat me and it's
Mhm.
over. So I guess when you look at him like that, it's like, okay, maybe he is just he's wanting somebody to win, so he's giving them every opportunity.
Yeah.
And when Bruce and or Batman finally shows up to win, it's like, do you have the balls?
Yeah.
Do you have the balls to shock yourself to death to relive?
Yeah. Staring
So
directly
you're
into
staring straight
the,
into
staring
the sun.
directly into the sun. I'm
Yeah.
fucking tearing up.
But
But yeah. No, I mean, I don't think you need us to tell us how great the Scott Snyder Batman art or
no, and
story arcs are.
I'm pretty sure I said it when we've done the first
Yeah.
2 volumes, and I'll say it every time we do this. I have to get. It's the first omnibus I ever bought you.
Yeah.
Is it your first
The only
ever
one you've
omnibus?
Ever,
Was it your first?
yeah, I think so.
Well, it's the only one I've ever bought you too. But
Because I had only bought like deluxe editions.
yeah, because that's when we both started
Yeah.
like found out about omnibuses were kind of our new path, and
Because we were always like, yeah, we'd rather read the paper trades, and it's like, you know what's even better than paper trade?
having it all.
Just get the entire run.
This will go in the queue. Like this has to go up.
I think
on
I
the
was
list
always
of,
afraid to like jump to the omnibus format. I was already looking into it,
like
and then you finally
committing
pull the
that
trigger,
hard to the.
and
to
then I
that
was like,
many.
yeah, let me go get those Ultimate Spider-Man
Yeah.
ones.
Committing that hard to so
Yeah.
much, because I mean they are
That
not.
and it's like that's got to be a good run for me to commit that much money to it.
Well, and it's also like what we've seen recording or reading so many is like after volume 1, some of these are just not great.
Yeah.
Like some are good, some are bad, and sometimes
Mhm.
volume 1 doesn't even get you in the door.
Yeah.
So for this to catch us still on volume 5, it's like okay, yeah,
And if
that
you-
deserves a spot on the show. It's like
Then you have
like
to go
Walking
watch-
Dead. We had to get 3 volumes in to go. Yeah, okay, we need to get some collect. Like we need
Yeah.
to get a hardcover. Get
And then you
something
have
on
to
the
go
shelf.
watch near mint condition to see how things are mapped and see if they actually did that worth a damn or not.
Yeah, like Venom kind of screwed that up.
Yeah.
Uh,
I watched the video.
not night, whatever the dark, not the Dark Knight, but the Venom run where they ended up with the
Oh, King in Black.
King in
That's
Black was
what-
mapped. Like there's a whole King in Black omnibus,
Yeah.
and there's a Venom omnibus.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Venom has the entire run of King in Black.
Yeah.
Just not all the side crap of King
Yeah,
in Black.
and that's what people's main complaint about the event omnibuses
yeah,
is that they don't take the time to map them correctly.
yeah.
They literally do.
They just
They
put
do
'em
the
in.
mini series and then put in every tie-in in the
Yeah.
back. It's just like, why
What
would you
did
do that?
It was
All of them,
Hulk.
all of the Marvel events do that.
Yeah, you and I bought one, or we were gonna buy one,
I did buy World War Hulk.
and it was
Or
that
no, Planet Hulk.
Planet Hulk, and it
Yeah.
was the story. Then all of a sudden, every story, all the tie-ins were after
Well,
it,
it's
right?
super small. I haven't actually gotten
Maybe
around
it
to reading
wasn't
it
that
yet.
one. I remember like maybe it was just Near Mint. I watched
Yeah.
one, and it was that way. It's like the story was the front quarter, front half, and then everything else was just
Yeah.
the way it came out behind it. It's
Mhm.
like, why
Or no,
not
it's
take
mapped
the-
correct. I made sure it's mapped correctly because it starts with the Illuminati, an issue of Illuminati.
So it
being
wasn't
like, we
that
have to
one
send
then.
Hulk.
So it
Yeah.
wasn't that one then.
I think it was Avengers versus X-Men we were looking at.
Maybe so, but yeah, that's why when you bought me the Star Wars Bounty Hunter, like I went to Near Mint first, and like, okay, there is like 50 different tie-ins
Yeah.
to this. This better be, and it was verbatim, like it was
Mhm.
chronologically correct.
Maybe they've gotten their shit together.
But it's
who
Star
knows?
Wars though.
Yeah.
That's I mean,
Yeah, you have to do that in Star Wars.
it's under the banner of Disney and Marvel, but
Yeah.
no, it's not under the banner of Marvel.
It's
just
just a
under the-
Marvel omnibus.
It is a Marvel omnibus.
It's Marvel Comics.
That's so weird. Yeah, but they mapped it right. So,
Yeah.
and all the other Star Wars ones I've gotten been mapped correctly. So, but yeah,
Shit list, so I can get out of the sun.
yeah. Yours long, short.
I have
different?
one. If you're still
No, I've
Okay,
got.
you can go.
So I've been driving a shit ton the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody's roads.
Yeah.
Every single county, state's roads. Like, oh, it's like everybody from Georgia says Bama's roads are the worst, and
Yeah.
Bama says Georgia's are the
There's
worst.
like everybody's
So
just
are
pretty bad.
Arkansas's, Tennessee's, Texas, Oklahoma. I got off of the interstate, crossed from Tennessee to Memphis, Tennessee to Arkansas, and the interstate was fine coming through Memphis, and all of a sudden, just like down the interstate in Arkansas, I was just bouncing down the road. I'm like, the fuck did y'all not pave your road flat
Yeah.
or smooth? Potholes, divots.
Hmm.
So for 2 rotations of 13 hours of driving, I'm just going down the road, white knuckling in some places because the whole fucking steering wheel's getting shot to the side for the roads are so bad. Yeah, it's great. 13 hours in a truck.
Could have stopped in Memphis.
I'm a paid truck driver. Oh, hell no, I ain't stopping in that shit. Oh,
You don't want to go to the Pyramid Bass Pro
I
Shop?
passed it. I almost thought about it, but
I want to go in.
I wanted to get the hell home.
Uh,
I've never been. The 8 times I've been to Memphis, I've never gone.
I want to go. My shit list are people at the gym who sit on one piece of equipment and don't actually do the fucking exercise. They're just sitting on their phone in between sets.
Oh, so using another piece of equipment and just sitting on that one to take a break?
No, like, so the situation that happened was literally yesterday, and I had to do dips on. I know I can't fucking do dips by
The
myself.
assisted one.
This
yeah.
weight assisted one that's in every fucking Planet
Yeah.
Fitness. And I had it in my order of exercises, it was second. So I do my first exercise. I'm like, after the first set, I look, I'm like, all right, what's my next one? And I can see it, and I was like, oh, there's a dude on there. whatever. I'll just go to the next one if he's still on it. So I finish up my first exercise. He's still on it. Go to my second. Finish that up. He's still on it. Finish up my third. He's still on it. Go to my fourth because I'm only doing 5 lifts. And he's at the beginning, he's still on it. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Because every time he's not actually doing the exercise, he's leaning on it and texting.
I was about to say, how do you sit on that equipment? But he's just propped up on it.
Yeah, he's leaning on it, texting. And then I do my fucking last one. Finally, he's gone, but someone else is on it. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing dips today.
Not doing dips today.
Yeah.
You could have done the like the floor dips, like where you.
Well, that works tricep. I needed to do lower chest.
Oh yeah, that puts it behind you. And you
Yeah.
I got you.
So when my under titties aren't as toned as the rest of me, blame that guy.
Okay. When you I thought you were going with currently, not his tone.
Oh no.
I was about to say, buddy, you and me both know where we both stand in that situation.
No, we're not toned at all.
I did realize talking about working out. We're 7 years post working like football.
Yeah.
I haven't done a real workout in 7 years. Nothing consecutively enough to count anything that I've done. And started realizing like everything's finally starting to shift. Like like everything before there was enough air quote muscle to make everything like still be in the spot, and now everything's starting to drop. I'm like, okay, we got a problem. Like now things are shifting to different locations, and I'm like, okay.
My brother worked out with me some this week, and it just made me remember how much better working out in a group is.
Oh, dude, and that's been my biggest problem. It's like going in these hotels, and there's just enough to do something, but like that mood is just like.
And we still have like this a little bit of a macho-ness to each other, to where we try to push each other. Yeah. Like he realizes I've worked out for however many years straight, and so he's not worried about like beating me in exercises.
Yeah.
But we won't sit there and like, I'm not gonna sit there and miss a rep with him standing there and look like a bitch. So.
Or go slow between one, or not put my ass in it. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like that's what got me, like made me work out. I was like, we were in the weight room screaming at each other, hollering, cussing, music blaring.
Coach is standing there counting your reps.
Yeah, it's like, no, you have to commit. Like you have to do it all. And now it's just like, okay, I guess my own laziness has to push me through this now.
Yeah, and that's never worked for me.
No, it's never worked.
But yeah, no, I was irrationally mad in the gym yesterday doing that.
Damn.
But yeah, that'll do it. Hopefully cooler weather next time.
Hopefully so.
But yeah. Next week is Lock and Key Volume 3.
Woohoo!
We also do a quiz.
Yeah.
And
we do a quiz.
Yeah. Went pretty secret time. We've already recorded that episode and it went pretty well for me.
Fucking shit.
So, yeah. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.